Rata. Ratata. God, I miss this music.
Welcome to Appy Hour Podcast number 37.
37, huh? Lucky number
Sheesh.
37. On a roulette wheel, is that black or red?
Couldn't tell you.
Me either. Not a big gambler.
I like roulette, but I couldn't tell you the numbers of anything.
But we're back. Couple of snow days. One snow day, one work from home day.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I felt it was like, oh man, podcast time. I see the notification pop up when you're working from home. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Be a sick podcast day.
I finally fixed that to where it doesn't show up on Wednesdays. But then we had Tuesday, and I was like, I thought I fixed this.
We could do a.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, my name's Aaron.
Hey, you might know. This is podcast number 37 on a roulette wheel. Is that red or black? All right,
Red.
Red? Can we check that?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I bet it
could
is red.
check it.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Put it all in red.
That's the only game that I'm confident enough to play at the casino.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured if
It's a game
anyone
of
knew it,
chance.
it might be you.
Yeah, it's like I can pick a color. I always bet black, by the way,
Oh, you do black?
every time.
Okay. You could do evens, and you could do odds.
Oh, easy. So
So wait.
odd numbers are red,
There you
even
go.
numbers are black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy. I didn't even think about that.
That's kind of what I guess because I remember thinking back and I pretty much only played black when I play. And it's been probably a year or two since I've actually been in one.
I'm not a big gambler, but I did watch this guy for a while who does internet gambling, and he came up with some system to where basically it just never loses.
Dude, the only
like
scam
that.
bigger than gambling is internet gambling.
Is it? I've never done it.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You're telling me that
So I don't know. It was something like you bet this much on the Reds, and you bet this much on the evens, and then
that's the James Bond bet.
is it?
Yeah, the James Bond bet. It's a 007 bet. It's super complicated.
Is it
So
broken?
Look that up
Does it
real quick.
Huh.
It works pretty good. You spread it out over there's a bunch
There
of
it
different
is.
bets that you make, and it's statistically I think supposed to be the highest chance of either recouping your money or getting it
Yeah.
back.
So this is basically it. Maybe a little different. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge gambler, but it says it involves placing a large bet on the high numbers, 19 through 36, and a small bet on the dozen that includes the zero.
I'm not a
either
huge
first
gambler,
or
but here's
second.
how the James Bond bet works.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
It sounds like if you
I'm
do this,
teasing.
you just print money, right?
No, it's not how it works.
Come on.
Come on. We're not going to print money.
Boom.
The thing that I like is the marting. Is it the martingale? The martingale, whatever. Type that in, martingale technique.
Yeah.
That's just double. When you lose, you double your bet.
That was incorporated too. He was like, if you lost, then you put double on this one and 1.5 on this one.
So I tried to look at that, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I can't add like that.
Try doing that a couple beers.
It looks like it's
Yeah,
used in
exactly.
blackjack.
You just bet black, and you find a table that's low, right? You know, if it's $10 or I think like $5 one time when we went on the work trip. We took Sam to go do a testimonial in Vegas. We went to.
That's right.
Dang, dude, Vegas is expensive.
Yeah.
I was like, it was like $20 minimum. I'm like, I don't have money like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Bone Break just got back from Vegas, and he was telling me that.
It's interesting.
So statistically, you can't lose at this if you have deep enough pockets and there's not a max bet. But that's why there's a max bet at a roulette table because, eventually you will.
I saw this. The
lose.
guy I was talking about incorporates a piece of this where it's like if you fall below a certain amount, then you start doubling up until you recoup, and then you're back to strat A.
Dude,
I don't
it
know.
was so cool. So I used to work at a place where we were next to a casino, and
What?
I parked my car in the casino garage. I wasn't supposed to, but I parked it in there, and I took the elevator down, and then I stopped in the casino when nobody was in there at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I bet $10, and I'd lose or I'd win. But I would win $20 and then I would leave.
Yeah.
I did it every day, and I ate lunch for free every day.
Yeah. There was one day.
There you go.
Dude, you might not remember this.
And I eventually did get kicked out, and they wouldn't let me do it anymore.
No more free lunch.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go there.
You might not remember this. We were walking in one day at that place, and It's from the far lot. You weren't in the garage.
Yeah.
But you were shoulder to shoulder. We were talking, and then you stopped talking, and I looked, and you were gone. You peeled off the sidewalk, and you were going in the front door at the casino.
Oh, was it?
I guess to do your thing, and then come back. I was like, what?
No, I don't remember that. That's funny.
I was like, damn, dude, I wanna make that much money. Where you start spinning the wheel before you go and sell a couple deals.
It's the exact opposite. I wasn't making enough.
Yeah,
I couldn't go buy lunch for $20 and feel good about it, so I had to go get $20.
It's expensive in there too. But yeah, I'll never forget that.
The good old
damn,
days.
dude. That guy's cool.
Yeah, no, you weren't like, what a fucking loser, dude.
No, I was kind of like, I thought we were talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have not have appropriately told you what I was about to go do.
Definitely not. Well, cool. Glad to be back.
I went with a friend that we're not going to name names because I don't know if I have permission to tell the story, but we went one time after work, and then we got asked to leave. We were winning.
Just too much winning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
one time, and that's the only story I'll tell that's cool about it because all the rest of the times you lose. It's like you're pretending that you're up. Yeah, I'm not up.
Have you seen the people that go into that casino? They're there for the free crock pots and the toasters and
the amount of people who I see at casinos that have just ridiculous amounts of cash on them.
Especially that one.
My mind cannot comprehend. First of all, having that much cash on you, but two, having that much cash on you like in the city.
Not good. There was one time I've taken my wife to the casino twice, and this particular time it was our first trip. I hit the jackpot on my first $100 bill in the slot machine. We won $8,000.
Dang.
In the first 30 minutes,
and massive deer up there.
Immediately left. I've never felt more uncomfortable in my life. Having $8,000 in my hand.
You had 8,000 down?
Yeah. A slot jackpot. First 15, 20 minutes.
Now, did you leave after that?
Immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't even let Carolyn finish her 100. I said, let's go.
I can't stand slot machines. I think it's just like instant money loser.
There's one that's hot. Second gen.
You say you're not a big gambler, but people who aren't big gamblers don't call slot machines hot.
I sat next to you and another guy who
it was because of you
burned his whole paycheck in 3 minutes.
Is he the Buffalo guy?
Yeah, he was.
Is it the Buffalo guy? You're talking about the
Buffalo.
I know.
It was so fun.
Exactly what you're talking about.
It was so fun.
It's not advised. Do not try to make money at gambling.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work.
There's a reason there's only a few of them.
I think
who are really good at it.
And you know what? They can tell you to leave if you're winning. Which that's how you know it's not going to work. It's like, all right, I'm making money, so we need to leave.
Yeah.
So you are going to lose. Anyway, is it the Dana White guy? Yeah, the UFC guy, Dana White. He's like not allowed to go to casinos because he's won too much money.
That Mickey Mace guy too is all over
that guy's
TikTok. He seems like a bad guy if you know.
There's no way he's won.
He uses a surrogate now, he says. Someone else to go play his money for him. Taught him his system. Whatever.
Sure. Dude, if I can fleece a casino, I'm telling nobody. Nobody's ever finding that out. If I find a magic way to print money, I'm not making a course, guys. I'm not telling you how to do it.
Wouldn't you make a casino? If you knew all the tricks, wouldn't you go make your own casino?
No, that would take too much money. I would just go to casinos and then take their money.
Yeah, fair.
And then be quiet.
Yeah.
And stack a ton of money.
Yeah.
True.
It's like those people are like, pay for this course because I don't actually have a good
the stuff you would never know.
Yeah.
I saw a meme a couple of days ago. It said that the greatest lie that's ever been told, the most successful lie, nobody knows about because it's still believed.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good one.
Yeah. So I'm saying the most successful way to, take the casino's money, if it's still successful, nobody knows about it.
Not to draw attention to the way you're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling anybody.
That's funny.
And you could just buy stocks, right? You wanted to really gamble. At least, you might win.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's stock market.
I mean, there's a ton of other stuff you could do probably.
And how far did you guys get?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. We just started, yeah.
Episode.
Yeah. We were going to.
37.
I guess, Cam, did you get stopped by a fan?
Yeah. So kind of crazy. I ran into my fan.
The same? I thought this was a new one.
Well, the other two people had heard of us. This guy knew me specifically.
Do tell.
It's a Target. looking at some new baseball cards, and so is he. He's like, hey, you're with Arsenal. I was like, yeah. I'm wearing all my Arsenal gear. Not really hard to point that one out. And then he says my name. He goes, you're Cameron, right? I'm like, whoa. Hey. Yeah, that's me. How'd you find out about us? And he had seen us.
Sounds like a good guy. I like this guy.
Enterprise. Yeah, his name's Brandon. Hangs out at Target a bunch, apparently. Does marketing for his brother's baseball card store.
Cool.
Pretty sweet. But yeah, he's a sales and marketer. He does it with his family. He checked out our podcast. He knew about us. It was pretty sweet.
And yeah, thank you.
Brandon, if you're watching this, dude, thank you, man.
Brandon, email us and we will send you Arsenal swag and gear.
Swag.
Yeah, so you can rep it hard while you're shopping for baseball cards.
He doesn't even like baseball cards, he said.
Oh, he doesn't?
He was just trying to restock for the shop.
Damn, isn't it just like that?
good
Everybody's
run
like, I'll grow up and I'll be a rock star and I'll love it. And dude, all the rock stars hate being rock stars.
Yeah.
They're like, I wish I was a business guy. All the business guys want to be an athlete. All the athletes want to be rappers. The rappers
And they
want
all
to be
go
athletes.
to Burning Man.
Yeah, sure. They all are rich together.
Yeah.
At the club. That's cool.
It's
I
funny.
appreciate it. You know? Did he hear about us from the podcast or something else?
He said he had first seen us with the Enterprise stuff on the big board, and then he noticed we were on the ice, and so he checked us out. And I was going to have him scan the QR code, and he said he already had it. He had a tab pulled up on our website, looking us
Cool.
up and down. It was cool.
Looked at the ice and said,
Who are these?
one of these is not like the other.
Toyota, New Amsterdam, BJC,
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Don't you know there's Equifax
Yeah,
and then there's Arsenal.
Enterprise.
Come on.
That's us.
For a split second, I was watching that USA game, and I was like, where's our logo?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I'm used to watching Blues
Dude,
games.
They're
that's
playing
why.
somewhere else.
That's actually crazy. Do you know if they'll keep it the same if we do get like a nationally televised game or something?
A lot of the games are televised.
Well, like, I don't know, like the hockey Frozen Four. I know we've hosted in the past, or do they swap that out?
I don't
or-
know if they'll undo the ice or not.
Yeah,
My
it's
understanding
painted.
is I think
Yeah.
that it's painted. It's a big white
Yeah.
thing, and then they paint our logo on or sticker it on, one of the two. Anyway, and they put ice on over the top of it. I do know that it's probably coming down if we make the playoffs, which
Yeah.
doesn't look, promising. We might be able to squeeze in like a first round,
500 team,
whatever.
yeah.
But I think like the NHL has national deals already worked out
Gotcha.
for like playoff because it's
Kind of the
playoff.
same as the game or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, whatever, it's fine. That broke my heart a little bit because
Yeah.
that would be the dream. But then they're like, oh, well, when the time comes around, we can ask you, if you want to pay for that. And I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead and ask me.
We'll cross that bridge when we get
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
Just float it.
check for the pennies in my
fine.
couch.
That's fine. That's funny.
Don't have to worry about that one probably.
All right, Cam, let's get a sales development rundown. How you guys doing?
Yeah. I think it's funny. It's like, kind of preaching to the choir or focusing on the same things, but it's like whenever you put out one fire, you kind of start another one. So in February, we're looking for high quantity of appointments, looking to stay ahead. We are, as of yesterday, it was like 9% ahead of goal on the month. But whenever you increase the volume, you usually shortcut some things on quality. So it's a little yin and yang right now. So we're looking at the show rates, looking to get more people to accept the invites while you're on the call with them. Talk about pricing, make sure they know exactly what they're getting into. And then, you lock down a really, really good appointment. And it's not that it wasn't a good appointment before, but you check some of those boxes and all of a sudden it makes a huge difference in the amount of people who show up to the meetings, take it seriously. So, we're focusing on that a lot. I think for me, the first place I looked are interns out at Maryville University. They've got an 80% show rate this month. And so that's exceptionally good, especially for someone who's still in college, kind of figuring it out still. And so, we're really just looking to replicate that success. I think we're looking at people like Justin Webb and Brandon and Clay Comor approaching the time where they're getting their first clients here, tail into February, going into March. Trey Meyer, our recruiter, is basically just shoveling in loads of SDRs to help kind of backfill. So it's really cool when everything comes together. Of course, there's a couple things we're tidying up, but it's true with every business.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Brandon and Clay's BDR videos next week.
Yeah, Brandon, if you're an MSP watching this, Brandon Chun worked for an MSP. You know, he was averaging about 30 virtual sits every month. Not all of them face-to-face, but, you know, roughly 30. He's got a good understanding of what your services are, what the pain points are. I heard him coaching up Justin Webb today, who's helping out on an account today.
Is he crushing?
That's really cool. Justin?
Is Brandon?
Crushing. Yeah, he's doing great.
Good.
He's not, I wouldn't say he's at the top. He's not the top guy right now, but real solid.
It's kind of hard to be the top guy right now because guys are
Well, let's put it this way.
smashing it.
We were going over no-shows, right?
Uh-huh.
I said, Brandon, let's go through your no-shows. He goes, I don't have any. I go, what do you mean? Show me. I didn't believe him. Show me.
They're all
It's true.
showing.
They're either completed or canceled.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
really good.
Yeah, I was gonna. And then what? He had the guy talking to Sam today about multiple deals and stuff. A
I
little
think
more
that's
vetted.
his second or third one, kind of like that, where they're big boys. So he knows what he's looking for.
He might be walking away from a couple of the ones that newer, more inexperienced guys grabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So then, yeah, he's
Cool.
doing a
He's
good job.
fearless.
Good job. We thought he had an accident or something earlier. He got up and started. He picked up his laptop and started walking around and dialing. I guess because his
knees hurt.
stretch his legs or whatever.
Yeah, there you
he's a
go.
tall guy.
He works out.
Does
He does weightlifting and stuff, yeah. Those knees were hurting.
Yeah.
I did get a little
too.
worried.
I was like, did he
where
like
is
go
he?
to do something and like
All his
trip
stuff
and
was
fall
there.
somewhere? Because that's the problem. This building's so big. If somebody goes somewhere,
you need to know.
you kind of have to like go find somebody.
Whenever that happens, do you ever see the movie Left Behind growing up? About the, not to bring it about religion, but it's about the rapture. And
No.
there's the people who are left behind, and now poof, everyone's gone.
Really?
It felt like that for a second.
Where'd he go?
Where it was like, wow, he was just here. Where did he go? Am I left behind?
Because it's one thing like if you take your backpack and all that stuff, and it's like, oh, he left. Like,
Yeah, all
okay,
the stuff was here.
why'd you leave? But when all your stuff's here and you and your computer are gone and we can't find you, it's like,
Bathroom dials.
I thought he was in here shooting.
bro.
video.
Well, in the past, so again, he didn't strike me as a guy that would do this. In the past, when somebody's gone with their laptop and we can't find them, it means
not
they're
good.
playing World of Warcraft in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I
True
mean,
story.
True. It's a true story.
True story. God.
Not a joke.
His clients loved him. His clients loved him. It was the craziest thing.
Sam brings that guy up every now and then. He's like, Aaron,
I saw him.
you crazy bastard. Aaron,
That was
he
the
was the
most
best.
bizarre.
How did you get rid of him? I'm like, dude, this person is not working for you.
Yeah. Like he's gone.
He's on. Like you're going to have, and if you want him to work for you, call him.
That has
Call
to be
him.
that
He needs a job now.
sticks out in my mind as one of the weirdest calls I've ever had to do.
I think I
was so
told him, man,
bizarre.
like, I think I said something like, it's like, Brian, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
This is weird.
You had us come on the call with him and like corroborate what you were saying.
Like I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
He didn't believe me.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Crazy. All right.
Moving forward, we want
Boom.
to hit some closed deals and proposals.
Yeah. We got some in here.
I'll go. I got a couple up. Yesterday, because we didn't do yesterday, we were out, right?
Yep.
Yesterday, did we do Tuesday?
And the day before.
All right, Tuesday for managed IT, Low Country Technologies, VoIP proposal for $2,300 and basically $450 a month. Red Roads Networks, $5,023 project with a 250 MRR plan. Looking to get a foot in the door with a long-term corporation or a long-term opportunity with a corp that I guess there's a whole lot more money to come on board.
Yeah.
So than just 250. So I like that approach. Some guys want the whole piece of the pie. Just get a little bit.
It's too hard.
$250 turns to $2,500, turns to $25,000 pretty quickly. Connor Fortenberry, Monday Morning IT got a 542 MRR deal out. Central Valley for John Besmer, 1,400 MRR deal out, plus 5 remote users they're talking numbers on, so it could be a little more. So the past couple of days, it looks like it's been the smaller brick pieces as opposed to the larger ones.
See those roofing proposals?
I kind of want to do it. Yeah, let's see.
Crazy.
All right. Tuesday, Texta re-roof quote for $354,591 for re-roof, or $20,750 one time for repairs. CMM Roofing. Love CMM Roofing, by the way. Long time, great client. 2 programs. Adam Broughton crushing it. And I say that right after talking about Caden. Caden's arguably crushing it even more. King Caden. He's going to hit 50 this month, I think.
I think so.
People are talking.
People are talking.
They are talking.
Adam Broughton, CMM Roofing, $588,000 re-roof, $184,000 re-roof, and a $9,900 repair. Parker, Floria, Griffin Roofing, $131,653 re-roof. King Caden again today, 9:16 a.m. AMW Inc. got a proposal out for $245,000. And I think we might even be talking to them about an additional market.
Mm-hmm.
A referral. Thank you, AMW. Love you guys. And then King Caden again, Northeast Industrial got out some quotes for just over $2 million.
If you're standing, sit.
Ready. Matt, you're going to have fun time putting this graphic up. Make sure that you squeeze the numbers down. $14,600 repair. $600 repair. $29,275 re-roof. $268,000 re-roof. $594,000 re-roof. $22,885. I don't know if that's a repair or re-roof. Probably a repair. $116,000 re-roof. $171,750 re-roof. And then an $817,400 re-roof. Holy smokes. And I'm getting a call. Cam, you take closed deals or whatever's next while I wrap this one up.
Cool. Yeah, that is
Hey, it's Aaron with Arsenal.
unbelievable.
Hello?
Got you back. Sorry.
That's all right. It's funny. You hear yourself and then you stop hearing yourself. But Caden, man, he's always been a high volume guy. You know, sets a ton of appointments. They're really good. So it's just really, really cool to see not only him continue to set a ton of really good appointments, but also seeing the really good appointments go to proposal. You know, over $2 million in proposals went out in the last week for Northeast Industrial.
Yeah, he's shredding.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, you know, it's a process that all the guys here follow. It's not just him, but it just happens to be him with a glut of opportunities right now that could go. So it's really cool to see. Closed deals for Sam.
I don't even know. It's a lot. We had a lot of renewals. PCE Solutions renewing up in Edmonton. Love working with Peter. He's awesome. Closing some business. Looking at some other ones. Gosh, I know there's somebody else that renewed too. Scott Roofing. Scott Roofing. Stud Evan Wolf crushing it. Love working with Scott Roofing. I really like Scott Roofing.
All those guys.
I like them all, but you know, when we're talking about them, I remember interacting with the clients. Our clients are cool.
Is there one that like sticks out in your mind where it's like, I don't know, maybe the change after they started to where they are now, or like that really just put it all together? And
I mean, I think it's Mike.
Yeah.
Software Design Partners.
SDP.
It's freaking became a gangster.
I love that guy. He's my favorite.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I was thinking we should take him to the suite.
Yeah.
Can I ask him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ask him. Hey, dude. I mean, he's cool.
I'll go around Anthony.
He's kind of just smashing it. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I don't know. Sam's closing a bunch of deals. There's a lot going on. We got upsells. We've got renewals.
Yeah.
A couple markets just became available for the very first time. And, you know, not to just go into too much detail, Charlotte and Richmond are available. The client that's departing after over 4 years is just like, I mean, I just think his life's pretty good. And it's like, hey, he's got something figured out for inbound.
Yeah.
So it's got nothing to do with the service. You guys did a great job. Mason was crushing. I think they just closed a $10,000 a month deal or something like that.
He's in the twilight.
There's exciting. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's
good.
ready to wind down.
And you know, that's a different Mike. Good for him. Love Mike. Huge fan. If you ever come back, we'd love to work with you again. And we're we're getting to have some calls where it's like, hey, this territory is available for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like we take it serious.
And we had our other St. Louis client at one point. He retired, right? Rode off into the sunset. I think some
He's
guys
semi-retired.
they're
I
ready
I think some guys just don't want to go on meetings anymore.
Yeah, they're ready to be done. Like eventually it's like, okay, I did my thing. I did business and now I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're crushing it and doing good and
enjoy it.
So yeah, that's what's going. Got a lot of renewals coming up. What's next?
Yeah, we can jump right into current events.
Oh baby.
Oh,
it's your favorite part. Anything good?
A current event for us, which kind of is like project stuff. You know, the basement facility, the workout facility is on its way. Matt, did you take some pictures of it?
Yeah, I went down there, man. It's crazy.
Post some of those.
Yeah, I'll throw it up.
So some of the guys were asking what the ETA is. What do you think? I told them supplies, materials, that's harder to
Are we
predict.
there yet?
Into next week. Easy.
Oh.
No, I'm
I just
teasing.
didn't know. They're excited. They're excited. I told them 18 months.
18 months?
Yeah.
No, it'll be months.
Really?
3 months, 6
Oh,
months.
wow.
3, 6 months,
That's
something like that.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, it just depends. You know, the weather's bad, so this is good weather for the contractors to come do indoor work.
Yeah.
And then when spring comes around, they might have a little bit more stuff to do. They'll probably demo this, maybe take a couple weeks or a month off while all the other stuff, gets ordered.
Got it.
The garage doors is what's expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's the glass, double insulated glass garage doors with the metal frame.
Same one you have now?
Yeah, the same one on the other side of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
crazy.
are nice.
Makes you throw up.
Yeah.
When you look at it. But when you see it, and it's worth it.
It's cool.
It's worth it. You don't want a crappy garage door that you can't see through.
Yeah. And you want it nice and
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
No offense.
I agree.
My old house had a crappy garage door, which is like a standard garage door.
Yeah, just
is
a
now
normal
how I think.
garage
But
door.
like, and it works for a house because you don't want people like seeing in
Right.
your spot,
Right.
your garage and stuff when they're driving by. But like, here it's pretty private, so nobody's like walking around like, oh,
Yeah.
look what they got in there. It's just good for the light to come through.
I like it.
I like
In
it
the
too.
summer, throw up the door.
But they're expensive. They're worth it. That's how much I love you guys.
That's awesome.
I want to make sure it's good.
I know everyone's really excited. I think that's kind of like the last missing piece for a lot of these guys when they're thinking about like a perfect place to work. It's like, what if I didn't have to go home and work out? And then,
Talking to Matt about it. There's one more thing though.
what's that? Oh no, poop chair?
Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Cafe.
What about it? We have one.
No, we have a place to sit down and eat. I'm talking like a cafe.
Oh, like there's food in there for you.
Order up.
You said back in the day, I don't know if you remember this or not, but you said I could be in charge of the lunch menu. Is that still on the table?
We can discuss it.
Can
Macaroni and cheese.
No, that's fine.
All day.
Chunky ranch.
Cam, stop.
No, there's no chunky ranch.
What the hell?
We're not doing that. We don't want people to get sick.
Well, it's on the side. You don't have to serve it to them. It's like buffet style. You don't have to get it.
I'm talking like, wouldn't it be cool if we had some sort of Starbucks-esque type of cafe?
Yeah, it would be cool.
So there's that empty space that you can get to from the foyer. It's like the old art room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what if we punched a hole in the cafeteria wall that kind of opened that up? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And cafe'd it. So we got a cafe, we got a gymnasium, we got a workout facility, we got EV chargers,
Studio.
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 It's kind of good. All right, I'm going to take this one more time.
All right.
All right, wrap it up with Alan.
Better be a deal, huh?
Wrap it up. See you next time.
Bye. I think that's all. Current events. I can't think of anything in the news. I mean,
Well, I hate to be the one to bring it up, but I don't know. I'm hearing something about a $5,000 to $8,000 check from Doge.
what?
Yeah. So
What are you talking about?
I guess they.
What are you talking about? Aaron heard.
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah,
heard this
he's
conversation. He's coming
I was
right
gonna say
back.
I don't want to butcher
Hold on
this.
now. What? $8,000 to $9,000 from Doge?
5 to 8, maybe.
Like the coin
no.
to the moon.
Have not heard about that.
Well,
I have not
let's-
heard about that.
Let's look this up.
But what I will say is, Cash Patel got he got confirmed, right?
Oh, the CIA guy.
Yeah, or he's FBI, I thought,
I thought he just said he wanted to turn the FBI into a museum. I thought that was the.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, he says he's going to do the Epstein list. He says he's going to release it. Trump said he was going to do the JFK thing.
Can you guess?
Huh?
Who's on? Like, I don't know, man.
Everybody.
It's everyone who you think is on that list. Who's rich and weird and creepy.
So anyway, that's going to happen supposedly. Okay. And then the other thing that's funny is like there's like millions, maybe tens of millions of people who are over 100 years old who are getting Social Security right now.
I did see that.
There's people who are over 200 years old collecting Social Security right now. And what's funny is people are like, "Oh no, don't look into that. We can't." And when I say people, I mean politicians. And when politicians start, saying, "Oh no, I don't want to look in that," they're involved in it.
My in-laws use some government programs, and every year they've got 2 daughters with disabilities, but every year they have a caseworker show up to confirm that the girls are still alive, and that they're still disabled.
Yeah,
like because Down syndrome could go away or something, right? Like it's funny,
Rough.
but it's because of stuff like that.
I kind of appreciate it. You want to make sure that you're not just spending money for no reason.
Yeah,
I heard like 8% of our deficit, our total deficit, is going to Medicare and Medicaid abroad to people who either don't qualify or who don't exist anymore or ever.
Well, and there's no way those people voted, right?
Probably not.
Oh, no way. I wonder if the same people receiving Social Security also voted in the last election who are
Hold on.
You're making too much sense. Sorry.
Hold on. That sounds like you're questioning the integrity of our
election? Well, not the last one, but maybe the one before that.
Oh no, I still question it. I mean, there's still questionable stuff.
It's gotten so normal, I think, in this day and age. Usually the first person to cry wolf I'm looking at, it's like they're the one who probably is doing it.
Whoever smelt it.
Yeah, they're blaming the other person for sure.
Moving past any of that, who cares? I see either way. I'm just saying, I appreciate the notion that we're just going to get everything out in the open. Maybe. See what happens.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I like to see. Oh, there's people who are 200 years old getting Social Security. Yeah, maybe that should stop.
I do feel like it's our right to know where they're spending the money.
Yeah, it's a ton of money.
Yeah.
Well, and it's our money too.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be your money.
Well, yeah. Was it
Social Security's it's. I mean, there's examples of good uses for tax. That totally fine, right? People who are really disabled, people who yes. Well, should it be your retirement plan? No.
Well, and I think certainly
that's so dumb.
Even the people who are in good faith using it now should be offended just as equally by the people who are stealing from you.
Pissed
They're
off.
stealing from you and your family.
You could have got it earlier then, right?
Earlier,
that's
more,
the thing. If you weren't
know.
paying people who were freaking 200 years old, maybe you wouldn't have to wait until you were that old to get your Social Security.
Yeah,
because there wouldn't be so much going around. It should just get used for what it's supposed to be used for.
Medicaid and
any of that stuff.
I agree.
So anyway, that's the big thing that's going on right now is like a lot of the government corruption and stuff is getting into question, and the guys who are screaming the loudest, I'm just saying.
What do they have on us?
What do they have on us? We don't know what they got on us.
It's crazy. So while we were looking and talking, I found that it's not really a government-initiated thing for the 8K check. It was a CEO of another company who tweeted at Elon. James Fishback said that 20% of the money Doge saves should be sent back to hardworking Americans. That would equal about $8,000 per American.
Okay.
That's only if they took 20% of the savings.
So it's a theoretical.
Yeah. But it does sound like something Elon and I mean, if you remember, the stimmies came out under Trump, not under Biden. We didn't get a Biden stimmy.
No more stimmies.
Oh, come on.
No more printing
Just
money.
one more.
No more printing money.
It's not printed. They already collected it, right? It's our tax money. Give it back.
Yeah. And anyway, the other thing is like, let's just quit sending money to other people. Who do it?
I watched that whole. Who's that funny Republican? He's like old school, but he says a bunch of crazy stuff, out of pocket stuff. He went through like all the best hits of Doge findings of government waste. It was pretty crazy. Some of the stuff he named on there. Ooh.
Ooh. I don't know. What about you, Matt? What do you think? What else is interesting that's going on?
Well, you just shattered my dreams of getting $8,000 sent to me.
For free?
Free money.
No, it's not free. We earned it.
I already spent it. In my
We
head.
earned that.
Bro, anytime the government sends you money just means they're printing more.
Yeah.
And
On the
your
back end.
stuff will just get more expensive.
Well,
Best thing we could hope for is like
spend it fast.
they end the Federal Reserve and all that stuff, and we just get back. Oh, the other thing, right?
Income tax, isn't that on the docket?
There's people who are talking about auditing Fort Knox to see if the gold's actually there.
It's not there.
Oh.
They already
We're
know
like,
that.
oh, no, can't look at Fort Knox. We're like, what do you mean you can't look at Fort
Oh,
Knox?
no.
So it's not there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah.
It's a museum. You can go there.
Could you imagine if people were like, hey, I'm going to go check your CRM, just make sure these appointments are there. And we're like, no, you can't look at the... What do you think?
No.
Hey, I want to audit the call logs. I want to see how many calls were made. It's like, well, they're there. Trust me.
Check the dash, huh?
Trust me.
It's on the dashboard.
It's like, oh, well, I'm paying for these calls. I'm like, yeah, well, we're afraid that if we open it up and you get to see it, what could that? Well, I'm paying for it.
They moved it.
Moved
There's
it
no
around
gold
or this
there.
or that or whatever. And I think some of the people are screaming a lot. It's like, dude, the government is so up in your business anyway for everything. Like, well, Elon Musk will have access to your bank accounts or whatever like that. I think the IRS gets
They
notified
already do.
anytime like a transaction is over
Right.
$600.
They already do.
Like they already know.
They've got your kids' fingerprints from school. They've got your dental records.
They take your kids. They take your kids' blood when they're born. Like
If you did FAFSA, they have all of your information forever.
So anyway, like, dude, there's already notices about any semi-large transaction, anything over $600 or whatever is, there's 80,000 extra IRS agents that the people, like, they got access to your stuff if they want it. Okay. Now that somebody who wants to audit and have accountability is looking at it, oh, now it's a problem. They're like, they're gonna look in your bank account and all that stuff. No, they're not here to look at my bank account that's got thousands of dollars in it, dude.
Yeah,
they're
not
here
looking-
to look at somebody who's got who miraculously has tens of millions of extra dollars, who earns $180,000 a year as a congressperson.
Do you think people are?
It was a birthday check for my 200-year-old grandma.
Yeah, no kidding. Do you think people are actually worried that there is like an abuse of power, or that there's a potential for an abuse of power? Because I think the government's just getting audited, right? It's not us.
Yeah, I think it's just the media. Let's say there already is an abuse of power. We already get audited to death anyway and all that stuff. So people are like, well, shit, if it can happen to us, why can't it happen to you?
I agree.
Right.
If we get audited, why can't our own government get audited? Yeah. And the people voted for it, which is why this is the situation that we're in.
Well, I think a lot of times they confuse like what could happen versus what is actually happening.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they could go through all your stuff, I guess, but
And
why
people
would
get
they?
mad. It's like, we've got an anti-government.
No one's looking at your Cash App, bro. I promise. Like, it's fine.
We have an anti-government, anti-bureaucracy administration right now. For like the first time in a long time. It's like, yeah, they're not a part of the typical standard type of club and all that stuff. And everybody's making fun of how they don't have the credential. Dude, the credentials, that you need to go do
Isn't
these
it AI?
jobs.
Isn't it AI?
No.
Isn't it a piece of software that crawls the books or whatever? That's what I read about. It's like it catches untraced payments.
That's even worse. If a simple artificial intelligence
Yeah.
can just be like, "Yo, hey, there's like 30 million people over 150 years old getting Social Security," that's even worse.
Thanks, AI.
Like, you didn't catch that? Sick.
I get back to the thing where they brought in the government oversight guy or whatever. I don't exactly know what he did, but some reason he was a part of an organization or a directive or whatever, and he's supposed to oversee, government, spending and stuff. It was like a director of oversight of something, and he's blind. Did you see that?
I didn't see shit.
Yeah, like, dude, this guy's actually blind. What are you talking about?
That's great.
What?
Dude, it's like an episode of South Park.
Yeah,
in
I was
real
gonna
life,
say
dude.
it, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And I think that's how much in our face they want it to be. Like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You can't fight back. So anyway, you get what you vote for. Right now, the country voted for an audit. it seems like it's pretty spot on because it's making a lot of people who are very rich very uncomfortable.
Right.
You know, and I get it. Elon Musk is a billionaire and all that shit, but he's a paper billionaire. He's a billionaire in stocks. You can't sell that stuff. It would tank his net worth if he sold a bunch of his stuff. He can sell some of it, make a lot of money, but nobody can just liquidate $100 billion of stock and get $100 billion.
No,
it's
collapse
gonna
though.
tank.
Yeah.
So
that's why the bank doesn't like it when you take out like a ton of cash. They're like, whoa.
that's the other shit about the overreach and stuff. It's like, well, what are you going to use this money for? You go try to take $10,000 out of your bank.
They do not like it. I got a undisclosed amount of money from my grandpa at one point, and I ripped all of it out. And they were physically sweating.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And they didn't
fill this out.
They didn't have it on hand. I had to come back.
Yeah. And they want to know. They want you to fill out a form
yeah.
and say what why you're doing
They're
it.
letting the IRS know, I think. Right? Compliance stuff.
I don't know what it is. It seems stupid.
What?
It's like
It's not their
because I
business.
want it.
Yeah.
Because I want to put it in a freaking swimming pool and
Swim in it.
swim naked like Scrooge McDuck.
Right, yeah.
Right?
I want to smell it.
What do you mean?
Hold it. See it. Touch it. Stack it in a pyramid.
The J.G. Wentworth thing.
Yeah.
It's my money and I want it now.
That's it. There is kind of big news in the business world. Walmart just got bumped down for the first time in 12 years from the top retailing position. And it's by exactly who you'd expect. It's Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? They held out this whole time. Finally got passed by Amazon.
For like just gross sales or
180 billion for Walmart, 187 billion for Amazon.
is that like in a quarter?
Final 3 months of 2024.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's huge. Walmart used to be the king.
Internet killed the retail store.
They sell weird stuff. They're kind of like Amazon now. They let priority vendors sell on Walmart.com. I buy a lot of baseball cards off there.
Yeah, they got their marketplace for people to sell private. That's weird.
This is weird.
Walmart has like changed markets. I can't remember the exact story, but I think like once upon a time they changed like how much pickles cost or something.
Yeah.
Because like when you go sell to them, you got to sell a bunch, and then you got to keep getting the price lower, and then went bigger and better and stuff, and like then all of a sudden these types of pickles were very large, and I think it like ran the company out of business or something.
it did.
Because they like
Wow.
couldn't.
Yep. They so I went to Eureka Springs one point, and all the hotels were sold out. So we had to stay in Bentonville, which is the HQ, world HQ of Walmart. And we needed stuff. We were going on a float trip the next day. So I looked up the nearest Walmart. Who would have thought Bentonville, Arkansas, home of Walmart, is the hardest place to find a Walmart? I couldn't find one because it was like all their office buildings and their maintenance buildings and their shipping buildings and their receiving and delivery building. I couldn't find a freaking Walmart.
Where's the store?
In the home headquarters of Walmart. It was like 100 different distribution centers. It was impossible. So we actually found one just by sight. We were looking at the signs. We're like, oh, there it is. Google Maps was so confused. But yeah, I think that's, I don't know.
I was
Any
say,
other current events? I
The
think
only
that's
other
it.
thing is, if you guys got a sales tip from today or anything recent that you ran into.
Oh man, I had one when I was coming over. I remember thinking, dang, that's a good one too. Let's have an awkward amount of silence while I think about
I
it.
was just waiting. I've got a couple.
You go first.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about one already, but if you want your meetings to show up, make sure they accept the invite. Accept the invite. Wait on the phone. Some people think it's awkward. It takes 10 seconds. Hey, man, check your inbox for spam. Make sure it didn't get popped in junk. Go ahead, accept that invite. We'll catch you.
And acknowledge why you're doing it. Hey, it would be really weird if you didn't accept this, forgot about it, and then, Joe, my owner of the company, shows up. That would be weird. So let's just accept it now, then you expect him coming. Or you don't lose the link to show up to the meeting. Man, I can't remember. I'll just say something that's topical. Keep pushing and keep moving. We're hiring a lot of people right now who don't necessarily carry revenue, right? Sales development, business development guys, they work for clients. It's pretty easy to say like, hey, you work for a client pays us. It's there. All right, we just hired our first full stack software developer, right, to put our own proprietary software out there. It's going to do great stuff. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? No.
I mean, mean, we haven't needed
Is it good? Will it help us in the long run? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a cost. It's an expense. It'll probably cost more money to make that than what it would be to pay Salesforce, because we got pretty favorable pricing with Salesforce.
Yeah.
You know, it costs more to hire the person than it does to pay Salesforce every year, right? But then you own it and you get to do what you want to do to it. And, you know, so try to big thing for me is try to own what you do.
Sales tip.
Own what you do. It's clutch, man. It's right where you needed it.
Farm to table.
Let's think about it. You know, I think there's certain times when it's good to take a partner or something like that, but then you got a partner telling you what to do or shooting you down, right?
Saying no.
If you've got the vision of what you want to do and you're super motivated to get it done, then you got to run it by one person. Now, the benefit of that is like less decision making, quicker action, but also like you're the guy that gets the blame.
Well, I think, I mean, you get a lot more freedom to be wrong, too. It's like, well, we can try stuff, and if it doesn't work out, it's my company. I own it.
Yeah.
And, I made that decision, but now we're doing something else. And
but then you do have to be accountable to the people that, you know, work with you.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
you've always been
Aaron's
really
dumbass for doing that, you know? And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
You've had good ideas that people said no to.
Like what?
The 2-week mandatory vacation. Remember that?
People said no. I know.
Isn't that crazy? I think it was like a week, 4th of July and a week around Christmas time or something. Guilt-free, company shuts down, 2 weeks every year, and people voted no for that.
Like, okay, fine.
And you still got PTO too. It wasn't as big of a bank, but
Yeah, you had less, but it was like, hey, now we can do like building upgrades and,
Oh my
you know,
God.
it's all down there and we can tell the clients like, hey, during this time.
you don't have to
it's-
worry about it.
Yep. Nope. Shot that down.
Done.
What else
Straight
did
to
they say? They shot down the bus,
I was in the no party there.
the sales wagon.
The
I
sales-
just
Sale-
doesn't
sales
logistically
wagon.
think through that. I still have to get home. You're gonna.
But you could Uber home.
You could.
The sales wagon can come back to the office. And then you could drive back home.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we were out and we're, softball and you're drinking, or you go to Herman or Washmo and you go to the wineries or something, and you're on the sales bus or whatnot.
And the other thing the
Still
sales
gotta go
bus
home.
would be used for is like for lunch.
That is actually
Yeah,
good.
that
So I'll
would work perfect.
shack
That would
up
be
in the
great.
sales wagon. Let's all go to lunch
would be
somewhere.
cool.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's for.
That'd be cool.
I
Softball
did
games.
mention that while I was talking about
I don't
that.
think it's enough of a reason
Why?
for a sales bus. I don't know. My mom drove me. I didn't take the
Bro,
bus.
like,
I don't know.
Buses aren't.
And then I drove
Now
myself.
again, I'm not talking about buying a brand new one that's a gazillion. I'm talking about spend $20,000, $30,000 on a bus.
Yeah, I don't know. What about
you
an
want to
RV?
get you want to get $20,000 worth of value out of going to lunch with people?
No, it's like 8 minutes up the road, man. I'm good.
But then everybody's got to drive and stuff, and you're using gas, and
It's not me. It's not my flavor. But that's why we
I'm
vote.
just saying it's like it's team lunch day, and you say, hey, sales wagon's going here.
Think about all the stuff you did instead of that bus. I would much rather have had you do all those things.
Which is why we did that.
Yeah,
Right.
But I'm saying it's still an idea to
It's true.
revisit.
It could be. Just like the 2-week mandatory shutdown. I cannot believe that did not go through.
I think that's over.
No way. If I bring it back, can we take it to a vote?
We can't get people to show up to the freaking company Christmas party all together. How are we going to get everybody to vote on 2-week vacation? And I know, Matt, I'm sorry, we're going real long. Matt, Sam, you got
we're
something you
good.
want to
Yeah.
say?
Let's
And then we
bring
got
him in.
to wrap
deal.
this up.
Close deal. HQ, close deal. Come on.
Sam Baker.
On.
It is
Mike's
now.
on now. All right. No, I was just gonna ask. I got a guy who's gonna call me now if we can swing him into March. Referral from Anti-League. One of the owners there, their brother.
Yes.
All right.
Sign
cool.
today.
I already
Pay
told him
today.
I told him you got to sign today.
Pay today.
You have to pay today, and he knows. And
Good.
ACH, right?
And I asked the guys, and they were like, "Yeah, that's fine. We can make it work." He's fine if his website doesn't get live by the 1st. He's gonna do full business growth. He said he's a roofer. I'm not
he's fine if we
technologically savvy.
This is the guy who starts with a V?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Find the Bart Scott clip of
Scott.
him going, "Can't wait."
Can't wait.
That'd be a great little.
the way she
little
goes.
clip there.
Just
Way
the
she goes, bud. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. But
She didn't go. That's the way she goes.
Did you call that HVAC lead?
oh yeah, check this. They got an email couple months ago, and it looked like it was probably from Fatima, because this has only been worked by
for her.
Maryville. And John sent over an email today. Guy starts talking with me. He goes, His brother's the owner. He's the service manager. He's like, I've actually watched a ton of your videos because I got this, a while ago. He said he had been emailing us or trying to reach back out, and no one had gotten in touch with him.
Oh no.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy. So he goes, I got a meeting in the morning.
Let's go.
Where brother, owner Cody, he'll be there, and he's like, I'll be the main point of contact, but he knows everything about what we do. Sounds like exactly what they're looking for.
Let's
They're one of the
go.
biggest mechanical contractors in their market, around 25 plus years.
I'm so happy for those
So-
guys. Simo and Maryville. I mean, they're really putting it together.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Show rates improving. So he said the owner probably call me tomorrow.
I heard that, Matt.
Yeah. There's a
There you go. Thank
little
you.
double tap.
Those guys, Justin Carey, Ryan Gridley, they are busting their butts over there
Oh, yeah.
to get some deals in and help show rate. That's exciting,
Dude,
promising.
is that it?
Sam, you got anything else for us?
Yeah. Do we have a real close deal? Actual close?
No.
Almost close.
Put it in the probably closed deal. Count
Maybe
it.
close deal.
Almost
chat.
closed deal chat. I got a couple more.
You can preemptively take that to the bank.
And
One of
almost
them-
deposit that.
One of them.